Alright, we're back. New day. Early. A little early, I guess. It ain't full early. But yeah, so it's 1:11. Pretty early for somebody like me. Is that Flame fighting? Well, it makes sense. She could probably fight. But, like, how would you even get her? Why is it not letting me skip this? Fire Emblem. Fire. You know what? We just gonna do this. You don't want to work. You don't want to act right. Also, we're back with these very delicious cinnamon bun things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, this is truly beautiful. Yeah, her ass offering something crazy. I mean, this is cool, but I don't know. I'll explore the monastery because it's always best to at least explore the monastery once, in my opinion. Talk to everybody and do everything.
A stone? A stone. I do not understand.
What did you miss? Not much. I was gonna say we had a lot of played a lot, but you didn't miss much. Stream just started. We've advanced pretty decently throughout the story, but no.
Yet as I think of it, the pounding in my chest grows faster still. But is that me? Or is it you?
It's probably you. It's probably you. Oh yeah, journal. We need this unit appearance. At Garden, I gotta change your fit. I may keep Bernie's fit the same. Because I like her monastery outfit. But I do want her to have some change. And my fit is alright. It's not bad. Alright. Oh wait, somebody was behind me. I was speaking of behind me, this was. Oh yeah, it was this guy. Yeah, I was about to say. I know of him. We have a quest up here. Have you ever been in a sauna?
I could use a hand.
Talk to the same outcomes. I didn't know they had a sauna in this game. Sauna. You can invite someone to join you where you'll both strengthen your bond and improve your physical. Okay, is it like a mini game? It's a mini game. Okay. While choosing increase theme will warm them up a lot. As they warm up, the gauge will increase. Okay, reach the black line. Okay. 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 Alright. This is cool. How many people can you take to the sauna? Oh, you can only take one. Okay. Alright. It's not saying that the sauna does anything for me. I mean, it says, like, obviously it does stuff for you. But it's not saying, like, no, never mind. I do want to try, like to try all the new things, so I will try the new things. Meaning we have to try tea time and we have to try the sauna.
I am sorry
that the kingdom's unrest did not stop with Lord Renato.
That's cool.
Professor, the hero's relics are incredibly powerful. Please, be on your guard.
I understand. He's in a tournament.
Western Church, the Central Church. They believe in the same goddess, but oppose one another.
Yeah, that's life sometimes, sadly.
Fodlan is a complicated place.
I was gonna say, not everybody's gonna be on the same, everybody's gonna be on the same side and place. Sadly, that's not how life goes.
Her face looks familiar.
I'll get this to a D.
Practice yields result.
House versus House Lance training today. Man, Ferdinand sucks though. Oh, he's still a level 1. I'm better off putting Bernie, who's a level 7. And Bernie's gonna get cooked. Bernie's gonna get fried. I want to put her in there though. I do want to put her in there, but like, I don't think she's gonna get this, dude. What do I even get for this? I just get an intermediate seal. That's really it. That's not worth it because I could buy an intermediate seal. That's a waste. I would say if I could buy the thing and like buy it better, right? Like it's just an intermediate seal. And those guys aren't even ready for intermediate classes. Like I took my intermediate class. That's a fair. Honestly, that's fair for me. But those guys, that's really not that fair at that point. I don't even know where I'm walking. Well, I found Dorothea, but I was
So, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it.
I thought you didn't like nobles.
I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor. A teacher, a mercenary, and so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough?
Oh, I am not interested in you, girl. I'll tell you that for sure. I would surely hope you had enough of me, because I have had enough of you.
The Holy Mausoleum? The potential for damage is too great to imagine. I sincerely hope the saints' coffins were not damaged.
That's fair. I'm not saying I don't think they were.
Magic? I've heard you weren't, but it's torture not being able to go inside the Holy Mausoleum for an entire year.
Yeah, man, yeah, bro. After what just happened, you not ever supposed to step in that bitch. I wanted to say you out of your mind if you think you can.
Professor, if you're heading to the kingdom, I would recommend taking a coat. It's chilly, even at this time of year.
About your statement about Ruby, I'll talk about that in one moment.
It also rains a fair bit. Don't get caught out there without protection, or you're sure to catch a cold.
Well, I appreciate her niceness. Oh, that is really nice. Like, she's pretty sweet, admittedly. Like, she's actually really sweet. But to answer your thing, I mean, if you see it that way, sure, but I do think it's a little weird to see it that way, in my personal opinion. Like, it's just strange, because why would you see it that way? If you're sitting here thinking, oh, it didn't cause much change for the characters, and then yet you sit there and say it caused change for the characters, then you're automatically contradicting yourself. And even then, when it came down to Ruby had to take up a big role when we finally got her breakdown. Now, how she continues after that breakdown is much more important in my opinion. Because that aftercare and thought matters more. I think that matters 10 times more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because we wanted the breakdown, but it's how you recover from that breakdown. And if she goes back into the same girl that is, you know, take everyone's burdens and la-di-da-di-da this and whatever, it depends on how you write it. Because if she goes back to being that same person, that's fine and realistic and that's fair. But it also depends how you write it. And if she goes back to happy-go-lucky Mary Sue girl, then that's also a issue. But obviously you don't want her to be edgy and very depressed. So it really depends on aftercare. Where you can have all of those. Realistically, you can write for every single one of those and none of them be bad. It just depends on your execution for it and what fits her and her mindset and mentality during that time. But like Ruby's character arc was fine. Neo's realization is also 100% fine. I didn't like how they executed some of it, but Neo's realization is 100% a great character arc and a thing that needed to be settled. Even her view on the place and Roman and whatever, that's great. The Curious Cat was a great villain. We still at least got the origins of the gods. We got something more about Salem. We got things about, you know what I'm saying, the blacksmith, which was interesting. They created one of my favorite characters, which happened to be the Red Prince, because I love that design and art style. I don't personally like Bumblebee, but like, you know, who cares? That's a thing. So for the people that do like it, cool, good for you. You know what I'm saying? John got a major change and major growth. Now we really have to see how that plays out. We got more news that could pertain to Ozpin and Oscar now. New things to come back home with. Like, it's really weird. I really hate when people call the volume filler, because it honestly makes no sense. Filler has to not matter. Filler has to be 100% unimportant. It is wrong to sit here and call something filler when it is not unimportant. Everything that happened was very, or not very, but pretty much important. Now, obviously, it really depends on, like I said, how you handle those things afterwards. Because even if you set all those things up, if you handle it afterwards, then yeah, I can agree that the volume will become useless. But you have yet to see what they even have planned or can do. And even if you speculate or say, oh, well, this has a track record of this or this or this or this, it's still speculation at the end of the day. And I would never sit here and speculate unless the series is done and over with. So I'd rather wait to see what they have to say about Ruby than sit there and assume. So in my opinion, I still think it's wrong to call it the volume a filler. I mean, yeah, I mean, I've spoken about Yang's involvement with Ruby's breakdown. I felt like it was terrible. I felt just like how her attitude, how she acted, her mindset afterwards, even the Ruby Beyond stuff. I felt like all those things was really terrible, and I truly did dislike the involvement of that. And I mean, does it suck that somebody else can tell you? Yeah, but I don't think that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's an issue at all. Many people can be told, like for me, for instance, right? I struggle with, I guess, self-confidence and self-worth a lot. I hear from my family all the time that, oh man, you're amazing, you're great, you're capable. I'm just a guy that posts YouTube videos. I'm nobody special. Oh, just because I voice act or I 3D animate or I make music or I do all these videos, that doesn't make me really any different from anybody. Yeah, I work my ass off. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, I do that. But I don't think I'm a big shot or anything. I don't think I'm better than anybody because of that. But I still have people tell me, man, you're the shit. You're great. You're this. You're that. And I never feel like it. I never think that way. Actually, I talk down upon myself more and more. Even if my fans tell me I'm great, I talk down upon myself. But then one random stranger that I've never met or doesn't even know my content could tell me, hey man, you look like a really cool guy. And that could help me much more than anything my fans or family has ever told me, right? Even if they're telling me the exact same thing, that comment could help me much more. You know what I'm saying? Or just make me feel it much more. It's not about who says it or what says it. It's just about the attempt. You know what I'm saying? If my family never told me those things, then yeah, it was suck balls. But it doesn't matter who says it and who gets you to realize it. As long as you realize it and people are saying it. You know what I'm saying? The issue was Yang wasn't really saying it. She wasn't really showing it. You know what I'm saying? Weiss realized, but didn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how could you call episodes 1 and 3 filler when they're set up? Yeah, they have a little goofy mechanics, but you're introducing a whole fairy tale world. How is that filler? That can't be considered filler. You're introducing a world with many different environments. You're introducing a fairy tale concept. You have to show off these things and make these things connect. You have to understand where you're going, the usefulness for the tree, and then tie that all back. Episode 1 and 3 cannot be considered useless in my opinion, especially when you're detailing and showing those mental states, like Ruby's, like Yang's, like Blake's, like Weiss. You're showcasing that team dynamic. Just because you don't care for it, or just because it doesn't weigh as strongly as the later episodes, you know what I'm saying? Because I think those latter episodes are really intense emotionally, and obviously they get the highlight for it. But just because those episodes aren't as strong doesn't mean those episodes are bad either. They just get overshadowed by another episode's greatness. So again, hard to call it filler when they are directly establishing a lot of things and showcasing a lot of things. Filler is pointless. Filler is useless. Filler is something that if I took it out of the story right then and there, nothing would change. That's not filler. Because you need episode 1 and 3 to understand a lot of the premise and what is going on. You need those things. Yes, you can piece those things together. I'm not saying you can't, but you need those things for that. So again, hard to call that filler when filler is useless. You could remove it and nothing would change from the story. Or it is so small and so insignificant that it wouldn't do anything. Episode 1 and 3 weren't that. Volume 9 wasn't that.
Hey, Professor. Don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests or heroes relics or whatever they're called?
I think people are making too big of a fuss of it, yeah.
Really big.
I mean, the hero relics is important. I'm not saying it's unimportant. I just don't like labels being placed on me, so... I mean,
I don't even care that I don't have a crest.
yeah, I mean, it's cool if you don't.
Over crests any day. Heck, I'll take muscles over a hot meal. Actually,
His fat ass had to think about that one. Yeah, chill out. Hold on. Loot here. Encyclopedia of Sweets?
I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet with a sprinkle of drama to keep things.
Bitch thought school was a high school drama.
Since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder?
Probably.
What do you mean? I don't like the way you said that. Stop trying to spook me.
I'm not trying to spook you. I'm just keeping it honest. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
Fools, allowing their lives to be dictated by their crests.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I like how she said that. Also because, yeah, I don't like people who... Oh, I have a crest. I'm better than you. That's weird.
Though, I suppose I am much the same in that regard.
Oh, we got a hypocrite. Never mind. You know what? There is a beauty in hypocrisy, though, when you can admit that you are a hypocrite yourselves. It just depends on how you act. Because there's ignorant hypocrites, and then there's understanding hypocrites.
Alliance is governed through roundtable conferences between the 5 most prominent allied dukes, the 5 great lords.
I know she's like a minor character or anything like that. Like, no, she's really not important, but no, I feel like her portrait kind of cute. Like, it's not done crazy, but I feel like she kind of cute.
First and foremost is Duke Lee, the Alliance's leader. Joining him are the heads of House Goneril, House Gloucester, and House Ordelia. Lastly, there is the newest addition, Margrave Edmund. These 5 each have voting power in the conferences.
Okay.
Before House Edmund, it was House Daphne that was counted amongst the 5. However, it is said that the head of that family relinquished their vote to House Edmund, which had only recently risen to significance.
My dumbass was supposed to... Oh, Anna's in the food place now. Yeah, my dumbass was supposed to talk to someone else. But I didn't. Man, I wonder who's all the way over there in their room. Crazy, I did not talk to Bernie first thing.
I heard a relic was stolen. If this had something to do with a family conflict, I don't think I could choose a son.
Why not?
I think I'd be a pretty good judge of that. I know relics aren't easy to come by. I just can't get my hands on one.
I guess, dude. Like, I guess.
This has been my first time to the Kingdom's North. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the Kingdom. Did you find joy in this?
I can't recall if I found joy.
Remember? Is that having possibility? Kind of amazement.
I'm about to say, life was passing me by too fast. I just couldn't remember. It's interesting to see if my character's actually being honest with he doesn't remember. I don't think he has a reason to lie. But it's still interesting to think. Still, I think that's a weird argument to say, because just because some people also it's that's actually really weird to say. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that's really, in my opinion, gross to say, because you're equating you're equating somebody with mental health struggles and like a hero complex of somebody who wants to save people and someone and his friends who he misses, and you're throwing all that away to say, but it's just a piece of paper, when yeah, it could just be a piece of paper to you, but that piece of paper holds so much weight and so much whatever. That's wrong for you to say, because at the end of the day, those pieces of paper are his friends. And yeah, John was a big fuck up because he didn't allow them to evolve. That's the lesson he learned. He wanted to protect them so much that he was actually halting their progress of evolution. But at the same time, you have to understand where that's coming from. He's a failed hero. John was never supposed to make it this far in the first place. He was never supposed to make it in a beacon. He always said he was not good enough. So to be a hero, to be here, to be given this weight because of your actions and what you did, to have your friends and family die, then to feel like you're trying to honor the legacy of your father and to be a great huntsman and carry on your family name. But on top of that, to lose all your friends, be alone for 20 and 30 years, and then name all of these people after your friends because you missed them so much. Who are you to say that John's weight and his feelings don't compare or don't matter to Ruby's when he's dealing with a lot of trauma? And it's insensitive for you to say that it's just a piece of paper at the end of the day. For instance, when my brother got shot like what, 12, 16 times, right? He got shot a bunch, right? And it genuinely looked like my brother was going to die. 100 genuinely looked like my brother was going to die. We visited him. Intestines were all fucked up. Whatever. It was a very grim situation. One of my brothers, one of my older brothers, because I'm the youngest, ended up writing a drawing on a piece of paper and gave it to my brother. He said it was a good luck charm. Did he do anything special to the paper? No. Was it enchanted? Did he pray over it? No. It was just a piece of notebook paper he wrote on and made a drawing of. But it was a good luck charm because of the love and faith and trust you placed into it. Is it wrong for me to sit here and say that's just a piece of paper and it's meaningless and it doesn't affect the outcome of something? No, that's fucking very insensitive. Because you're placing your trust, faith, and hope in that paper. And you're having enough faith to just put your human emotions and soul and essence into that thing to say, you know what, man? I hope you holding this or having this in your possession or this even being near you is enough for, you know what I'm saying, you to come back, to live, to keep fighting, to whatever. That's insensitive for me to say that's just a piece of paper at the end of the day. That piece of paper is more than a piece of paper because of the weight and feelings you push on. Just because you're irritated that nobody else noticed Ruby, but people noticed John, doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, that's your own frustration. But that does not mean you have to drag him down as a character because they managed to notice him but not Ruby. That's something for you to question the characters. I never get mad at I never got mad at John for crashing out, nor did I ever get mad at Ruby for crashing out. I got mad at Weiss, Blake, and Yang because they didn't notice. But I feel like for me, it's rude to sit here and say that, yeah, you know, they just, this girl is suffering and they just chose to comfort the guy that cares about a piece of paper. That paper has weight. Though that paper has, admittedly at this point, pain and memories. Lots of memories. You know what I'm saying? Those are things he stayed with for a long ass time, for probably years. You know what I'm saying? They have, you know what I'm saying? They probably did things for him. He's probably did things for them. You know what I'm saying? To where he has a routine every day, every night. You know, so again, he's lived his life with those things, and now you're telling him, well, at least in his mind, right? In his mind, now you're telling him to let them go and quote unquote die, right? Obviously, it wasn't death for them, right? But in his mind, he believed it was death. That's a very large thing to say, because if anybody is in that mindset, right? If you have 4 of your best friends, right? If you have 4 of your best friends, you're with them, they die, or you're separated from them. You go 20 years in the future, you have a bunch of new friends, and their name, or you name them all of the things that your friends were named. And then now you have the mindset that if you let them go, they're going to die again. That would break anybody, because it's like losing those same people again. It's not only reopening a new wound because these are new people. It's reopening old wounds because these are new people with the same names as your old friends. That's insensitive to sit there and say that, like, that doesn't matter, dude. Like, that's very, you know what I'm saying? If you have anybody to be mad at the other people for not noticing, aka a Ruby. Or not a Ruby, sorry. A Yang, a Blake, a Weiss. But to blame John himself, or to blame Ruby herself, I can never agree with.
Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
I mean, it's cool, bro. Like, I wouldn't call you an awful guard just because people get through. Not everybody has the best defense, dude. You gotta realize that. Well, I'd say you may be here guarding, and obviously it's a failure on your part for not handling your job. Obviously, that's a big failure on your part, but I'm not gonna diss you for that, dude. Shit happens. It's truly life at one point. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit here and you know what I'm saying, call him bad for that. I truly don't think I could look at him as wrong for that. I know I gave Bernie, I think, a bow on, right? Or something. I gave her like a random shot or something. I don't really use their stuff. That's the worst part. Like, I don't really use this stuff, and I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I can, but the hit rate is so low.
Help me out?
Alright, this is how we're gonna unlock this. Oh, I already completed it. Never mind. Well, hello. Black sand smithing stone.
Is this it? There you go.
I'll make an iron sword plus, which... Oh, wait, I wanted to see how much that was. Well, fuck. No, I got 2 great things now, but I really want to see. I don't think I can do this to a bow, because how could you upgrade a bow? Oh, well, never mind. That's how, I guess. Alright, well, Bernie, you're gonna upgrade your bow, then.
There you go.
Alright, that's great. I mean, yeah, they let her run away, but, like, at the same time, like...
Come back anytime.
You have to understand this, and this is as people as well. The people pleasers are, at the end of the day, here to please people. However, they cannot please somebody that, I don't want to say doesn't wish to be pleased, but runs away from being pleased. That you just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that at one point. I mean, it's wrong to sit here and say John abandoned Ruby either. That's also wrong to say, because he didn't abandon Ruby. How could he abandon Ruby when they're both handling their own way? You're speaking of said characters as if they are 100% fully in their right mind. You're speaking of John and Ruby as if they are 100% in their right mind and could do no wrong. Which is farther from the truth. They were both in terrible mind states. They're not in the right to comfort each other or whatever. They can only be volatile towards each other. It's wrong for you to sit there and assume that they can be that tight-knit after being so emotionally jam-packed. That's just not how people and emotions work.
Professor, please leave Sylvain alone for the time being. The thing is, the bandit's leader who stole the relic is Sylvain's disinherited older brother.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. Thank you for telling me that, was his older brother.
Professor, if I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities.
Man. We got... Who is this? Sorry, I was messaging someone. Let's say it's a pleasure to meet you.
Professor, the pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
I would say I'm never gonna tell somebody, especially somebody who's like old, right? And that's like not to be disrespectful, but I'm never gonna tell somebody who's old like you're speaking too formally, right? Because like the most I'll tell somebody who's old is like you don't have to be that formal. Like I don't deserve such formalities, right? Just be casual with me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you choose to still be that way as a sign of respect, who am I to stop you if you're old? I don't care, you know what I'm saying? But, I wouldn't tell an old person that, you know what I'm saying? If he wants to be that like that with me, that's cool.
Is causing some sort of commotion. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
Y'all gotta stop throwing this nobility card around. I don't like it, bro. I really don't like it. You being a fucking noble makes you no different from me.
Hearing about you a lot lately. Word on the street is you wield some amazing sword.
So I'm gonna need you to take like 3 steps back on him, because that sounded crazy.
If you ever want to sell it to me, I pay top G. Just kidding. Sorta. It's, not for sale, is it?
No, this sword is not for sale. Now, please move your bum ass on. Oh, Flame has a quest for me. She's at the fishing docks? Okay. I thought she'd be at the, what's it called?
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways?
Oh, you poor girl. You poor girl. You, oh man.
Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you were so outgoing with all of the students.
I tried to be.
I would love to have more opportunities to connect with you, though I'm certain my brother would disapprove.
Bro, your brother making it seem like I'm out here being the fucking reincarnation of Diddy. Like, your brother can relax, bruh. Like, this is why some niggas just don't have friends. He may be niggas, but like, you know, this is why some people, also, you don't gotta apologize, bro. Why are you, we're having a conversation. You did nothing wrong. It's just a difference in opinion. I'll tell you, you don't have to be in my chat and apologize. Like, it's just a difference in opinion. I just don't agree with how you handle certain things, but that doesn't make you wrong for it. It just makes us different. That's it. At the end of the day, I'm passionate about it because I see it differently from you, and you're passionate about it because you see it differently from me. It's not to say you're wrong. It's just to say that it's a conversation. It's not argument or anything. It's just a disagreement. Not everybody are going to agree with each other. It's just how you handle disagreements. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to speak to you passionately, but I'm not going to yell at you and be like, you're a fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of my chat. Like, I'm not going to say that because that's weird. Like, all we did was talk. Like, that's all it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You know? And you're not screaming at me. You're not insulting me. You're not whatever. We're just talking about 2 things we feel. That's it.
Just awful.
You don't gotta apologize for that.
The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again. And so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
You know what? So you genuinely do care. I don't like making promises, though. I hate making promises to people. So I'll try my best. And she does have a reason to be as worried as she is. Yeah, I got more flowers now, which is great. You guys want a fucking 1,000, like, dude. That's the worst part, too. I'm fighting these missions, and, like I'm, like, these main missions, I'm not even, like, completing 100%, which is, like, a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, the bad thing about that is that, like, wait, so I went here. So are they behind me? Yeah, the bad thing about it is that... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, no, that can't be right. I had a theory for a second. Yeah, I had a theory for a second. This is their stables. That's somewhere completely different. Where are these people? They have to be up, right? It's 2 there, 2 there, 1 there. 2 there, 2 there, 1 there. That's 5. There's 5 people here. So how did I only talk to 3 of them? Did I never know? Because the cut is where Anna is. So is it straight? I don't know. I think the stable leads to it. We'll find out. We'll cut this way and talk to these 3. No, the stable doesn't lead there because there's a cut there. Never mind. I don't know then.
The coffin of Saros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
Well, people trade graves for things all the time. I think the bigger question is, if her grave isn't there and the sword was there, where is her grave? I think that's the biggest question to ask yourself.
People are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want. And some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
So I did get spoiled on her. Not what she does, but what her crest is. I did get spoiled about that. And I don't know. I'd say for me, with you, I'd say me, with how I feel about her, your crest does not define you. And your crest, I don't think, should ever define you. Yeah, so they were over here on the side. I feel like the shrinking part of the volume should have been the burdens crushing the ruby. Should it have been?
For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
Like, I mean, she already went through a lot with that, so I don't know if that, like she already went through a lot with it, so I don't know if that was needed.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
For House Gautier to invite us onto their land, they must be desperate. But at least we'll have the stalwart knights ready to stand around and watch us.
His attitude right now. Thomas should just be straight ahead then, right? Turn around. Straight. Yes.
The head of the Western Church holds the title of bishop. That's not as distinguished as an archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force.
I mean, that makes sense.
There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but to speak frankly, they do not have much impact. They are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
I am gonna say Bernie for the end.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month.
Thank you.
To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been...
Wait, that's not Felix. Who the fuck are you?
As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
You are too eager to say that. You have a emblem? Oh yeah, emblem theory so large now. Yeah.
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraudarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus.
Man, your name crazy as a motherfucker. I ain't go cap to you, twin. I am Rodrigue Achille Fraudrius. It's a pleasure to meet you. Fuck. What is your name, twin? Alright.
I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. However, as I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter. I sincerely hope no harm comes to any of them.
No, I'll say Sylvain is there, which they said be careful.
That wasn't Lord Rodrigue, was it?
It was.
House Fraldarius is a powerful noble family, linked to the founding of Fargus.
Okay.
Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior. He's known as the Shield of Fargus.
Okay.
A dozen or so years ago, during the northern campaign in Strang, he performed splendidly as the king's right hand. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone from House Fraldarius amongst this year's students?
I mean, I believe so. Got two people.
My own brother is the leader of the bandits. House Gautier is my true home. And his. Please, Professor. He really is one of the worst people I've ever known. But we share the same blood.
I mean, just because you share the same blood don't mean anything. There are some people who you have the same blood with, and it's amazing. There are other times where you're not. And even then, just because you share the same blood doesn't mean you are like him or he is like you. You know? Family at the end of the day is a title. It could mean something at times, and it could mean utterly nothing at other times. It's also just another word like it is in the English dictionary, where one word could hold a lot of meaning one day, the next it could be changed and rewritten. Words, family, titles, and all the other shit is just something to be changed, part of history.
You guys have it bad in your own way. But believe me when I say we've got it bad too. With all that happened last month, a great many knights were dispatched to the Western Church.
It makes sense why.
Now we must set out for the Eastern Church, located in the far east of the Lester Alliance. If I must die in Alliance territory, I wish it wasn't in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I'd much rather go on a sightseeing trip to Deirdre. You don't know? Deirdre is House Regan's domain. It's called the Aquatic Capital.
Yeah, well, I hope, I was about to say, I hope you don't die, but if you did have to, then that would at least be one way to go out. That's fair. I'm looking to assist His Highness, but sometimes I find myself at a loss. What more can I do? I don't know, guard him with your life? Like, what the fuck, what more could I say to that? if you're trying to guard your highness, what more could I say to that? Just go out there, give it your all, bro. Go out there, have fun. Nothing surpasses the, I don't know how to say that. So, but what book best covers local tactics? I don't know, dude. This guy doesn't look like he likes magic. I would probably say the third one, but I'll go the first. But I don't know. No, this is Hubert. Okay, I didn't even know that was Hubert. Well, fuck Hubert. I don't care. I don't care about messing that one up. Then fuck you. I don't like you, Hubert. Mercedes. Wait, was she? Okay, oh well. Art book. I keep getting art books, and I know Bernie likes art, but somebody else should like art.
But they found a sword in its place.
Indeed.
Do you think she moved from her coffin and left the sword behind?
That is alright, bro. Sure, if you say so. I mean, I'm not even gonna count that out. I was probably gonna call you a little young for it, but this game could turn out really crazy with some of its things, so I'm not gonna say no to it.
So the whole plan to attack the monastery was some plot devised by the Western Church?
Indeed, it was.
That means they used Lenato.
Yeah, I mean it's what he said.
What right do they have to drag a a good man like him into their schemes.
Okay, whoa, I didn't. It's not like I dragged Lord Lenato there. I was just there to finish the job, you know. Nah, but I mean, it's literally what he said, so it makes sense. Bitch, you get down here. You got a license for that? But I was about to say, he literally said directly, like, yeah, man, he's didn't, couldn't do nothing about that. Like yeah, you know, I can't say anything about that, dude. He just, that was just a situation that just sucked balls, like simple as that.
Think of it. The sword of the creator, belonging to the ancient king Nemesis. You have to master it as soon as you can. I can't wait to face off against such a legendary weapon.
Nah, bro, chill out now. You wouldn't like sweets. Is this? No, I gave this to him before. Oh, it was the belt fragment.
Thank you for finding it.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's it's the belt fragment. I felt like he would fuck with that. I swear, I thought that that like Ignatz, bitch move. I thought Ignatz liked it books. I could be wrong.
About the things you did.
Or art and stuff.
I'm so glad Lady Rhea is safe.
Yeah, I gave you my word, you know.
Great person after all, Professor.
I mean, yeah, but I felt like if that's your case, they could have noticed that at the beginning, or they should have noticed that at the beginning, or even thought about that at the beginning. I don't think you needed that moment to realize it. I think you could have easily realized it during episode 1, which I feel like they did realize it. They just didn't do shit about it, which I feel like is very different. Also,
Helped me so much.
conveniently, all of these bitches fell out. Battles you will earn renown, which can be spent to restore the statues. You will gain various bonuses to your units. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Understood. No, they gave me a reason to do them fucking battles now. Cause I definitely wasn't planning on doing them. Why are they glowing? Okay, what's up with Seth in them? First off, Leone, come here.
Captain Gerald was all furrowed brow earlier. Do you know what's got him so concerned?
Probably what's happened.
Problem, I want to help any way I can. I did, but he just dodged the question. Still, it's worrying to see him like that.
No, that's fair. The crest of flames. Okay, so that's my crest, which look kind of cool.
The crest of flames? Could it really? Yes, the actual crest of flames.
Bro sound like he about to just... They get giddy as hell.
I should compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. Objective, professional.
I'm about to say...
The scandal with the Western Church troubles me. We cannot afford to let ourselves be swept along, and yet...
I mean, in my personal opinion, I enjoy the excitement because it's your true self, bruh. Be you.
Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange?
Yeah, he happy as hell. He cooked for the whole day. He feeling himself, acting strange. Nah, he happy. Bro just won $1 million at this point.
Made some kind of big discovery.
He made a great discovery. He made a very great discovery. All right, I don't know you to like sweets. Maybe like Cynthia likes sweets. That